Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. The next 10 minutes are inspired by a phone call with my brother and an electric bicycle. I hope you enjoy it. Welcome to the engine. I love riding bikes on Mount Diablo. I love cycling, but Mount Diablo to me it's the mecca. It's a fantastic ride if you've never done it. It's up a mountain, so let's be clear here. It's not an easy ride, but that's what kind of makes it amazing. Your task is so clear. Okay, you're not if you go at the right time, you're not dodging cars, and you're just hauling up a mountain. And it's beautiful and it's different and you're so removed but so close to town. More than anything though, like I said, your task is clear. All you have to do is keep pedaling. And that's no simple task, especially after maybe an hour of ascending. You're pretty tired. And right at the end of Mount Diablo, right at the summit, there's this stretch. It's like a quarter mile or something of just brutal 10% incline. And you just have to go. You just have to go. You stand up and you haul, and it's horrific. But you get to the top, and it's hard to describe. If you haven't done it, I recommend it. So I used to do this a lot, and I'd really enjoy it, and I'd time myself, and I'd really get after it, and see if I could shave off seconds or minutes or whatever. And again, very, very much enjoyed it. The problem is, that was years ago. So the last time I really rode it, I think it was 2017, maybe even earlier, maybe 2015. I mean, it was a long time ago, but recently, obviously, I can't train jiu-jitsu because of everything that's going on. It's too close contact, and my neighbor, who's an awesome guy, and my neighbor up the street, who's also my really dear friend, they cycle a lot, so I'm like, fine, I'll go do it. So I go and do it this morning, and my bike is rusty, almost to the point where I'm worried about it. There are a couple bolts that are pretty rusted, and I'm like, oh, I got to get that taken care of. And it's a nice bike, but it's been stored for too long, and this shifter's not working that great. And I was like, oh, whatever. Let's just get up this mountain. Now, mind you, last time I rode this mountain, I was hauling. Today was something different. It probably took me like an hour and a half to get up the mountain, whereas before I could do it pretty comfortably in an hour and 5 minutes. So I get up the mountain, and I pay a price. And there we are, and I get there, and I'm proud, and I like pull over to the side, put my bike up against the railing, and I'm drinking some water, and I look behind me, and this woman comes right up the steep portion I just finished. Almost killed me. She comes up. She's on a bike that looks like a small dirt bike. It's got massive wide tires. It's got this huge hunkin' frame. It's an electric bike. It has pedals, but she's not pedaling at all. So she has this electric bike. She rode up the whole mountain on this bike. And what's better is in the front of the bike is a wicker basket with her dog in it. I looked at that. I didn't know if I wanted to scream or vomit or I don't even know. So she pulls over across the parking lot, puts her little kickstand down and takes her dog out and is showing her dog the sights, and the dog's, like licking her face and stuff. And oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. I go over to get some water, and the guy, there was another cyclist there, and he was laughing at it, and we got a kick out of it. But it was like, son of a gun. Like, of all the pathetic ways to make it up a mountain, I'm just going back and forth in my head. Like, what am I going to take a picture of her just so I can shame post her? Like, what am I going to do? And so I don't do anything. I don't say anything to her, and I go down the mountain. And for some reason, I thought about this phone call I got from my brother. years ago. I was still in college. My brother did not do phenomenally in high school and ended up having to go into the workforce, and then went to a JC, and then went to UCLA and then Princeton for his PhD. This is a very educated man, but he didn't do it the normal way. I, on the other hand, did it the 100% normal way. I did well in high school, then went straight into a 4-year college, and I was at UC Berkeley, and I get this call from him because he's struggling at this point getting into a UC. Now, again, he got into UCLA, but admission times are tough. Everyone's stressed out, and I think I was a junior at the time. And he started getting frustrated with me because of the difficulty he was having. And the conversation dissolved very quickly. I mean, it did not go well. And he was saying that I didn't earn what I had, and that I was not intelligent enough to be at the school I was going to. And mind you, I was getting very good grades. And just all of these very ridiculous things. And, I think I hung up on him. And I was thinking about this today after I saw the woman. And I couldn't help but see the parallel in my life and my attitude and my brother's attitude. Now, look, I chose to ride my bike up that mountain. And in the past, when I ride my bike up, there are plenty of people up there with cars that have come to the summit. I don't ever recall being annoyed by people who drove their cars up the mountain. I only get annoyed when they try to hit you or something ridiculous, and plenty of animosity on that mountain between cyclists and motorists. But I never got mad at anyone else for taking an easy route up. I also realized that the main mistake that my brother made is that because I didn't advertise my struggles the way he may have, or maybe the way he thought I should have, because I didn't advertise my struggles, he assumed I didn't have any. He didn't see the studying I was doing. He didn't see the effort I was putting in. He didn't see my grades. All he knew was how hard he was working. And he compared that to me, to what he knew about me, which was, again, not a huge amount. And he got really upset with me, just like I was getting upset with this woman in my head. But how ridiculous. That woman has a right to get up that mountain however she wants. And why did I ride up that mountain? At least in part because I love the experience. Is she not entitled to that experience in whatever way she chooses? Of course she is. And what of her dog? Her little Smoochie's little terrier thing that she had in the basket. So what? So she brought her dog. How many people go on car rides with their dogs? I mean, that's like the great classic, like 1950s vision, right? It was like convertible, dog hanging his head out the window, ears flapping everywhere. Who cares? And I'll tell you, I shouldn't have. The reason I cared is because I lost myself momentarily, considering my struggles, and seeing someone that I knew absolutely nothing about, and assuming that because I chose to climb a mountain a certain way, and that way was hard for me, that she was for some reason less valuable and less valid to be on top of that mountain because she didn't climb it the same way I did. I didn't think she worked hard for it. I didn't think it hurt her like it hurt me. I didn't think that it was appropriate that she brought her dog. Whatever that means. We were all there to have a good day. She was there to have a good day with her dog and take a picture and post it. Whatever it was, it doesn't matter. The point is, we all deserve the view from the top of the mountain, whatever mountain that might be. And don't make the mistake of thinking just because it was hard for you to get to the top of that mountain, and it did not appear to be as hard for other people, that they somehow are less worthy of the mountaintop. Don't make that mistake, because if you do, you might just be some idiot on top of a mountain, missing the beautiful view because you're too busy staring at someone and judging them. And who wants to be that guy? I'm Todd, and this is the engine that drives me. Go out and crush it.